you're all doing well and keeping safe. Welcome back to my channel. I think I am coming on YouTube after eons. At least that's what it's, feeling like. But I have been just waiting for that right time and moment where my body tells me that, hey, go and film a video, because that is usually how I, create content. It has to come from within me. Otherwise, it's too artificial, it's too made up, and I can't really, show you who I am truly. And when it comes to my YouTube channel, I know the kind of people who watch this content. I've had the great pleasure of interacting with a lot of them in person. So I do know what resonates with them, and I really want to keep that authenticity alive. So I was just waiting for the right time to come here. And I think I was taking shower this afternoon, and I was like, you know what? I want to sit down and I want to talk about myself and just give like a quick life update, and then I will request for all of you to just give me a few suggestions in terms of what kind of videos I should be making. I do receive some messages about the self-care Sunday, which I am really inclined towards doing, but let's see how it goes. So I was just eating lunch today, and I just made a list of few things that I could talk about. So the first thing that I want to share with you is about, of course, if it's life update, we always start at the top and not at the bottom. So mental health, okay? I really hope that anyone who is watching this is feeling good, and if not, I hope by the end of this video you feel like you've been with a friend and it helps you feel a bit better. So in terms of my mental health, I have been okay as per my notes. I've not been really meditating a lot lately, so it's a pretty on and off thing. I was traveling through and through. So meditation is usually something that can take a seat back, because I'm usually taking morning appointments, and if I am not sleeping for 7 or 8 hours, I can't really do everything in the morning. So I think one of the biggest takeaways that you can have from this video is to really understand that meditation, journaling, deep breathing, working out, doing yoga, going for a walk, all of these things are great for our mental health. But at the end of the day, don't do a lot of things. Don't just put many things on your plate in terms of, oh, I want to be a healthy person, so I have to do a set of 6-7 things to be healthy. That's not how it works. So if on days I'm able to do just meditation, that's all I do. On days I'm able to do just deep breathing, that's all I do. On days that I'm able to just, get in my workout, that's all I do. So I'm just sharing with you honestly that no one is doing all of the things that are good for their mental and physical health every single day, and you don't have to be robotic. You want to be as authentic to yourself as much as possible, and just try to do your best, okay? So I have been journaling a lot lately. One of the biggest things that's been affecting my mind a bit more than usual is just the fact that a lot of my friends are getting married. And it's just a very overwhelming feeling, because I just look at them and I just feel a lot of happiness that someone has, found that kind of commitment, and they're wanting to marry, and their life is so beautiful and it's going to change. And these are people that I've known for 10-12 years of my life. And then just watching them transition into, being a husband and wife is a wonderful, beautiful feeling. But then it just makes me feel like, oh my God, I'm going to have to do it someday, and I'm not ready for it, and I don't really want to do it. So a lot of thoughts and emotions comes into my head, and it comes from a place of not insecurity or jealousy or anger, or just looking at them and being like, oh, why do I not have this? Like, if I want it, I can get it for myself, I can manifest it for myself, but it's just that I don't feel like I am ready to get married. And then a lot of people, sometimes my parents, they are like, oh, so when are you getting married? When is this happening for you? Or aapki shaadi ka invitation kab aa raha hai? And these things usually throw me off a bit. But yeah, I mean, it's nothing too serious. I have some moments where I'm probably journaling and I end up crying because I'm just trying to release those emotions. Crying is actually one of the best ways. I cried this morning, believe it or not. I was just journaling and I just felt a lot of overwhelming emotions. Most of them were positive, right? Like, crying is not a negative activity. I was so happy about a few things that it makes me cry. So that could be the things that I've manifested, some of my clients getting better, and many other things, right? So that's an overall update on the mental health, and yeah, I've not missed any point. Next up, we have physical health. So touch wood, God has been kind. Everything has been pretty good. I'm working out. I'm prioritizing my strength training sessions. Skin is good. Hair is all right. Periods are fantastic. I'm due next week, so every month, periods are like that report card. So like, what is going to happen and what is going to happen next. So I'm looking forward to it. I was down with fever and a little bit of throat infection for the last 3 to 5 days, so I had to do an antibiotic treatment for 3 days to feel better, and I really pushed through, and I waited for my body to be able to take over the infection, but that unfortunately didn't happen, and the infection was sort of now moving from my throat and mouth to the ear region, and I could feel it, and I was like, okay, Ankita, if there was a client of yours in front of you, or if this was a friend, family, or a relative, what would you do? Would you still not let them take the medicine? And it's not that I am against medicine, but antibiotic can really save you, and it can also ruin your gut health, something that I've been working towards for as long as I can remember now. So I cannot go back to the same place of painful periods and acne on the skin, unhealthy body, unhealthy gut. So like the moment that I was taking that antibiotic pill, I was just like, okay, you have to take this with love. You have to do this for your body, because your body needs that external help and support right now. Otherwise, there is no way that you're getting better. And either you die or you take the medicine. It was that kind of a situation for me. So I ended up taking the medicine. I just finished my course today, and I am much better now. Of course, I will be actively taking a few measures to take care of my gut health as I move forward, because a lot of times antibiotic treatments can lead to things like, a bit of disturbance in your periods or luteal phase or missing period. A lot of people can also experience antibiotic-induced constipation or diarrhea, which is not really a good place to be in. And then you take more medicines for diarrhea, and then you take probably more antibiotics, and then there is some infection that's going to happen. So it's a vicious cycle. But a lot of things can happen because of antibiotics, and of course it's not that if your doctor has prescribed it to you, you have to not take it, but I'm just sharing a few things that we usually see with our clients. So I was a bit skeptical about it, but I do understand that food has its place, nutrition has its limitations, and medicine is required at times. So that's what I did, but I'm much better now. So that's about my physical health, and I hope you are feeling good too. Then let's talk about my work. So just in case you're new here, I have my own consultation firm by the name Ankita Srivastava Consultations. So that's ASC. And finally, I think God has been very kind. And I finally have a nutritionist. We just hired her. Probably it's close to a month now that she's been with us, and I've had like many nutritionists before her, but for some reason it was just not really working out. And this time, thankfully, things look a bit more settled. It feels like family. It feels like she's really learning and catching up with a lot of things. So I think that's one of the best things that's happened to me in the year 2022, when we were sort of terminating my last nutritionist and typist's letter. I woke up that morning, and in my journal, I just, wrote like, good morning, universe. I had a wonderful night of sleep, and I just wrote a few things. And after that, I was like, it's really up to you, okay? If you think that I'm never going to find someone who I'm going to be able to keep, and if that's what my life is going to be like, I accept it gracefully, it's okay. But if you think I deserve that help, and if you can really help me find someone who can really come into my life and help me do my work better, help me manage ASC work better, help me manage clients better, please do something, universe, surprise me. And I just wrote that in my journal. I kept it away, and I think just within a few days, I would say like less than 3 days, it all just worked out. It all just made sense, and it was just a beautiful experience for me. And I don't know how this is going to end up. I can probably never know that, but I'm just very grateful for this experience so far. And let's just talk about manifestation for a bit, because I think even in my notes, my last topic is about manifestation. So in terms of manifestation, I really feel that I have been manifesting a lot lately, and I manifest like small things, like messages from someone, or client getting better, or a client of mine conceiving, or receiving the good news. I'm usually manifesting a lot of stupid things as well, but actually right now one of my major goals is I've hit about 70 to 73,000 followers on Instagram, which is a beautiful number. I want to hit 100,000. I mean, of course, you go to 100 and then you want 200 and henceforth. But right now, that is what I'm actively manifesting a bit. And I think that's about it. There is nothing else that I'm manifesting that I want probably in this year. Anything that God is going to give is fine. But when it comes to manifestation, one of the biggest things that I can teach you or share with you is the art of having faith and surrendering, which is very difficult, which is extremely, extremely, extremely difficult. So let's just take a quick example here, okay? Let's say you like a guy and that guy likes you back, but then there is some inconsistency and things are not working out and all of these things. A lot of times what people would do is they would just talk about that person and the problems that they have with that person and what do they not like about that person. So it's just all of these emotions and thoughts and feelings, they just keep you vibrating at a very, very low frequency. And one of the biggest ways that you have to change this is you have to have that faith in yourself. Like, I know I am charming, I know I am beautiful, I know I can make it work. And you know, why wouldn't he want me? Or why wouldn't I get that job? Or why wouldn't I crack that examination? That could be anything. Like, you know, just replace that person example with anything else that you're trying to manifest. And you just have to have that faith in yourself that I am deserving, I am capable, and that's why I receive it. It could be about money. I deserve that money, okay? I deserve that wealth. I deserve being filthy rich. I deserve being on that magazine cover. I deserve being Forbes 30 under 30. It could be anything. But these dreams, you have to have that faith in yourself, and you have to be able to dare to say it out loud, that universe, this is what I want, okay? How is that going to happen? When is it going to happen? Who is going to be able to do it is something that's not under yours or my control, but dare to dream big and dare to have that faith. And once you have dared to dream big, have that faith and also surrender yourself to that desire that I want it, I've put it out in the universe, and I'm going to receive it. And just let it go. So when I did something about, you know, this kind with ASC, that's what I did. I asked for it. I was not angry, I was not too happy, I was not too elated, which is a good place to be at. So you're pretty neutral. So being neutral is better than being sad. Being neutral is better than being fearful. Being neutral is better than having, you know, no faith in universe or in God, or questioning something or doubting something. So if you can't have positive thought, at least try to not have a negative thought around it, which gives me a brilliant idea about next Sunday's video that I want to do. There is something that I've learned probably in the last couple of months that's been really, really life-changing for me. I share this with most of my clients when I'm on call with them, but I'm going to make a video on it and share it with you as well. But yeah, if you're trying to manifest something and if it's not coming into your experience, either you are going to receive something that's bigger and better, or you are standing in your own way, and that's why that manifestation is not coming. So this is your sign from the universe to have trust, surrender, and have faith. And I will just wrap this video by showing the new tattoo. I'm able to see it in my phone right now. So this is 1997. Me and my best friend Shalini, we decided to have the same tattoo as a token of our love and appreciation for each other. And very recently I did a podcast with a very sweet girl, Sanya, who manifested me doing the podcast with her, which is so inspiring. And she's so lovely, she's so young. So I'll just post a link of that podcast down below just in case you're interested in watching and learning about gut health. But yeah, that's the life update. And feel free to, you know, send me a few suggestions about the videos that you would like. I would really like to talk about mental health and manifestation on my channel as much as possible, because nutrition को मैं exhaust कर चुकी हूँ अपने Instagram पे. So I would like to stick to these things where I can just sit, relax, and talk with you and make you feel at home and ease. I hope so. So yeah, I am really, really grateful that you are here watching the video. Thank you so much for your time. I am absolutely elated to be back, and fingers crossed I can keep up with some consistency this time. But thank you. I love you. Bye.